Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cinderellimouse and today we're going to be taking a sneak peek at the next Sims 4 expansion pack. Now it's called the Business and Hobbies expansion pack and we've got the official reveal trailer which is giving us a teaser of some of the gameplay, some of the things we can expect from this pack. So let's have a look at this together. I have already seen it. I was a bit poorly yesterday and my eldest is going on a trip with school, so I was a bit too busy to review it. And so I have watched it about 10 times already, so don't expect me to be like like acting all shocked because I'm not. But yeah, we'll kind of have a look at what's going on with this. Okay, I'm just going to let the trailer play through, just letting you know that I've taken the music off for copyright reasons. Also, I am affiliated with the EA. I'm an EA member of the EA Creator Network, so just so you know, I have some bias going on. I'm really excited for this pack though, because it does look like it's hobbies and business, and I love both of those things in the game. My favourite packs for The Sims 2 were probably free time and open for business, and so turning hobbies into a business was my whole jam. Like, it hooked me in my Sims 2 days. And so you're getting really cool stuff here. You can see like tattooing, and she can run her own tattoo parlor. I believe the system's really quite flexible. We'll kind of read the blog as well after this, where you can, oh, and this as well, like you can actually draw. Can you see the little like palette? So it's like how you can draw on cats, how you can draw on horses, how you can like color in werewolves, but now we can like literally paint on Sims, which is really cool. And I think it'll solve some of the problems with like limited number of skin tones. You know, maybe we might be able to, you know, create like a drow or something like that if we wanted to in The Sims. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I believe tattooing is a skill, so we'll double check the blog to get the lowdown on that. And this as well, I'm so excited for this because it's something I've really personally wanted in the game for so long. And it's like true pottery making. So instead of that stupid clay lump where you make these like quite ugly designs and then the sim just kind of like remolds it, this is more of like a fixed ceramics workshop vibe, and it looks really cool. I like the styles that I'm seeing in the trailer. So this as well, it looks like they're running some sort of class or you know, teaching others, like training or mentoring others. What's here? So this is some of the, oh, this is so cool. So something that I've always wanted to do and we haven't been able to do at this point, and again, going back to my Sims 2 days, was that you could have a business and residential on the same lot. So if you wanted to have like a shop at the bottom and live above in an apartment, like above the shop, that is now possible. And I feel like it's taken so long because this is something that I've wanted like from the beginning. What else have we got in here? This is so cool. So not only do you get to make the items, but you can, is it kintsugi? I'm so sorry, I'm mangling the Japanese language right now, but it's basically repairing ceramics with gold because it makes it into a more unique piece and it kind of tells the story of the object, which I think is such a cool, like, I don't know, like rather than just kind of like throwing things out and being like a consumer, to have something like that I think is also I really love that Swedish treat display case, and the early purchase stuff always makes me grumpy. Okay, so jumping over to the news article for this on the official EA.com site, it says, make the world your canvas with the Sims 4 Business and Hobbies expansion pack. I mean, it does what it says on the tin, right? I don't know if it's like the favourite name. I would love something like back in business or something like that, but it does what it says on the tin. I have seen a couple of people being like, but it's only 2 hobbies. What I would say is, of course, I would like more things from like in each pack. Of course, I would like 10 hobbies in each pack. But I think they've done a lot of work in like the tattooing system, like actually being able to tattoo anywhere on a sim. I don't think we've ever had that before. So that is like a completely new thing. So that would have took a lot of work to do. And I think they tend to like go in depth rather than, you know, giving us a lot of broad stuff that feels half-hearted. They tend to go like quite deep in things. Also, there's a few other things that have caught my eye in the trailer, and I think it may be a case of they are just giving us a teaser. Literally, this is called the teaser trailer. And I think there's going to be more information coming about maybe some of the other stuff that we can do in this pack. And on top of that, at the bottom of this blog, it actually tells you how compatible this is with other hobbies. So while we're not getting like a ton of hobbies, like tattooing and pottery are like the main ones, it's going to complement all the hobbies that you do in the game. And I really, really love the idea, as I say, of turning a hobby into a business. This is kind of like the meat and bones for The Sims for me. This is kind of what I really love to do and have spent probably literally years of my life at this point doing in different Sims games. Is kind of like, you know, whatever my sim loves to do, like say that it's in 1111 by the way, so make a wish, like whatever my sim loves to do, you know, really going hard on that and being like, okay, let me train other sims, let me start a business, let me start a club. Like I love that, like making your hobby your whole personality type thing that The Sims can let me do. Anyway, wake up and smell the coffee. You had me at coffee, Sims team. You know me too well. It's time to seize the clay, nice pun, and make a bold inked statement in the expressive city of Nordhaven. So we are getting a new world. I'm not sure how big it is. We'll kind of watch out for that. In the Sims 4 Business and Hobbies expansion pack, we invite you to discover what artistic passions add a spring to your step. It doesn't have to be artistic things as well. Like I think you can probably make a business out of like a lot of different skills, not necessarily creative skills. Start a business to show off your crafty creations and rake in the simoleons as you master 2 new skills which will shape your future and add colour to your everyday life. And one thing that I think they've done with this expansion pack, which is a huge win for me, and you know, if you go and look at my channel and like my videos that have done like the most well, I have the most views, it's always my cross compatibility videos, because for me an expansion pack is only worth like the potential to incorporate with other packs. Does that make any sense? I think I kind of fumbled over my words there, but basically the more I can use other features from other packs with a new feature, the more flexible it is, the more enjoyment, the more time I'm going to spend with that feature. If a feature is really limited and it's literally just like, here's the feature, it only works with the content from this pack, I'm like, I get bored of it really fast. But I'm an inventive person. I think I'm kind of creative, and I definitely think I think out of the box. So I'm like, oh, remember that pack that I've not played with for 5 years? Remember that feature? Suddenly I'm going to be all over that feature and I'm going to be able to use it in new ways. So I really like this idea of kind of like, say you want to use nifty knitting, right? You could probably set up like a knitting business and like a knitting workshop, or you know, if you had something like cross stitching, you know, you could do cross stitching, or what else, like maybe horse riding. I think it mentions that at the bottom of the blog, or other things as well. Like I bet I can do something. This is why I'm so excited about this pack, because my brain is like firing of like all the things that I might be able to do. I'm not saying I can, I'm saying I might, but I'm like yoga studio 100%. I love spa day, I love yoga, like a meditation workshop, like what else as well, like oh, there's so many things, like horse riding, like maybe we could even do like a daycare or something with this. I don't know, like I'm like running a gym, because there's a ticket machine, right? So you can charge people for like, you know, like coming into your business and you charge them, so anything can kind of be the business, right? If you just like, I've seen like an art gallery in somewhere in the, I don't know if I've seen it on Twitter or if I've seen it here, we'll look for it. It looks like there's so much potential. Maybe we could even run some sort of like restaurant, or if you watch, I'm so excited guys. I'm sorry I'm talking so fast. Like if you saw my trying to deep breaths, do that meditation, do the breath work, like yeah, maybe we could run a spa, right? Maybe we could give people massages, like let them use the jacuzzi. There's so much potential. And so like wait, can we like, what if we just like make people use the ticket machine to come in and like use our beds, and then we cook them breakfast? Is that a bed and breakfast? My brain's exploding with ideas. I don't know what is and isn't possible, but like I want to try. Give me the pack already. I can't remember what I was going to say. I got too excited and forgot everything I was ever saying. Okay, so 2 new skills, right, to shape your future and add colour to your everyday life. Your dreams have been waiting. It's time to become the savvy artisan you always knew you could be. And then we get this like image of like the tattooing, and you can see this woman is covered in tattoos. So I think I read somewhere that you no longer have to have like 1 tattoo per body part. Like now you can actually layer tattoos. Like I don't know. We'll look into it a little bit deeper, and then it looks as well like you can design tattoos, and like she's framing them on the wall. You get this. This looks a lot like the massage table actually from Spa Day, but I assume I'd really love that as well. If like I could tattoo on this on the massage tables, and I could like give a massage on the tattoo table, you know, just to get some more variety of how they look. But I love this lamp as well. I like lamp, guys. This guy likes, he's showing off his tattoos and he's like, yeah, you look awesome, dude. This skirt, this like micro skirt, like Christina Aguilera moment, Britney Spears moment. I remember those being in fashion, and they were literally like belts. They were so small. I did not partake in that trend. I had some mini skirts, but they were never like those belt skirts. But it's fun. It's a fun item that you can like put on some of your more daring Sims, I guess. I don't know, is he in pain or is he coughing? I don't know. Anyway, make your mark. Showcase who you truly are with the new tattooing skill. With the tattooing skill, I hope it's a 10 level skill. You can have your Sims give your other Sims pre-made, custom or dedicated tattoos. So I guess that's like dedicated to the one I love, or like, you know, like mum or whatever, moth. If you bought Simpson, you know, and like I like that as well, because you know that tattoo that we got in Love Struck where it's like the name crosses out, and I was like, I wish we could do that like one stage at a time, like get the name of the person we're dating and then we break up with them and put the cross through. I was like, that would be so good for storytelling, and I feel like I might be able to do that now. You know, I might be able to actually put the name of like whoever Dom's dating, you know, like Katrina, sorry, the dog's barking next door, you know, like Katrina, cross it out, Dina, cross it out, Nina, cross it out, you know. Okay, shush puppy, it's fine, it's only me. We're just ignoring him. He's excited too. To make this experience unique and entirely your own, Sims can create an infinite amount of custom tattoos in tattoo paint mode. Like real artists, you'll be able to share your custom designs with other Sims using the gallery. So I think that might be like, you know how you can upload lots or you can upload Sims? I think it might have like a gallery tattoo thing, or maybe you just share them on the Sims. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm interested in that idea because I don't have paint skills, so I feel like I'm going to be reliant on all of you to do like really cool tattoos, and that's something I've used as like CC in the past as well, especially for like Sims 2, Sims 3. I definitely remember using those tattoos. Anyway, like all real artists, yep. And so that's really cool if you are an aspiring tattoo artist, or you like the idea of like doing that career, you know, you can do it in the Sims, and that's like how aspirational the Sims is, you know. And it's really cool as well. It makes me think of like the herbs, you know, like the tattoo, like the piercing and stuff of the herbs. Like you could do different tattoo shops. You could have like, I'm genuinely so excited. Like when people are like, oh, she's just an EA shill. Like no one's ever said that about me. I think it's too obvious that I'm generally just I love The Sims. Like I genuinely just get really fucking excited about it. But like you could like, because I love building shops as well. I like, you know, I like building like really rundown, so like a rundown kind of backstreet dodgy tattoo place where the work is like really low skilled. That would be really funny to me to do that. But then like a really upmarket like designer kind of celebrity tattoo shop, you know, in somewhere like Del Sol Valley, that could also be really cool to do. So there's like potential there as well. As Sims level up their tattooing skill, they can unlock more stamps and stencils and increase the odds of excellent results. Tattoos, even ones from previous packs, can now be layered, allowing for multiple tattoos to be placed on the same body part. So I do like the idea of like, there are some tattoos in the game where I think, oh, I'd love to be able to like, you know, make that less saturated or like change the colour slightly. And so I wonder if that applies to like all tattoos now. Mold and mend your future. This is what I'm really if you thought I was excited 5 seconds ago, wait until now. So pottery allows Sims to express their crafty side in new ways. Elevate your pottery skill with the pottery wheel to make decorative and functional pieces, including, so that as well, the fact that it's not just decorative, because I love any craft where I can actually make something that is either decorative or functional for my Sims homes. I absolutely love it, because like it just makes it feel like I have something to show for the hard work that my Sims have put in. So things like you know, like painting. I love that because it gives me like actual paintings that I can like put up on the wall. And again, it just kind of personalizes my Sims interests in terms of like their decor and their home. It's like, you know, when you're playing with a Sim, you know, their house looks different from everybody else's houses because you have that kind of special interest. And then on top of that as well, anything that you can gift to other people. So I love, because I play like rotationally, I play with like a whole system of Sims. So the idea of like my artist can sell their art and then that art piece can be in someone else's home and I can look at it and be like, oh, my Sim made that. And so things like that I love to do anyway. And then for it to be functional as well is just, it gives me that added purpose, that added reason to do it. So tea sets, a new tea set, planters of all sizes. I am happy to get more planters because I'm kind of sick of the ones we've got. For Sims with a green thumb. So again, it's complementing other interests and other skills, which again, I love that full circle moment. Incense burners to set an ambiance and so much more. So what else did I see? I saw in 1 minute, in one moment in the trailer, like they've got like a big vase, but it just has like one flower in it. And I'm like, I hope I can put like a whole bouquet in there because that looks kind of silly. It's funny, but maybe it's not as purposeful as like maybe a slim vase with one flower. But do you know what, Sims team? It's funny. I'll give it to you. Once the pieces have been created on the pottery wheel, so I love that you get a pottery wheel as well. I think it's like such a kind of like artsy, crunchy, like fun thing to do. Like I would love to have, like do pottery in real life and like have a pottery wheel and like all that kind of stuff. But you know, it's not something that's like in my house, so my Sims can do it. Players have the option to glaze, and there are plenty to choose from. And I like the options that I saw in the trailer. They're finished. They look really modern. They look like IKEA type designs, which makes sense with the world being like Nordhaven. I think it's kind of like a European Nordic world. They're finished pottery and put it in the pottery kiln. So I wasn't expecting to also get the wheel and the kiln. So I love that idea as well of like you also get the kiln. That's so like, I love that. I'm excited about that. Or leave their pottery unglazed. So if you like that kind of like rustic, kind of almost historical kind of terracotta look, you can do that. At higher levels of the pottery skill, the Sims can use the Japanese art of kintsugi, which is like piecing it back together with gold, to create beautiful pieces from broken ceramics. So it doesn't say how they get broken, but you can break them. So I don't know if that's something you do on purpose or if it's like clumsy Sims will accidentally break the pottery. What's clicking? Something's clicking on me. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry if that's annoying to anyone. I'm generally an annoying person. I'm sorry for being the way I am. The final objects can be gifted or sold at a small business using the new retail surface or used to decorate your lot. So here we go. Look at this picture here. So this is one of the ones I want to talk about. Like there's like lollipops. That reminds me of like The Sims 3. I remember modding that for a while and like making new sweets that you could buy for the from the little grocery store. So this is like a sweet shop. So like, and look here as well. Can you see this guy's like using this little appliance? So I reckon we can like make our own sweets using that appliance. This person's happy. They've got a happy sign over their head. This new sign's new. These windows are nice with the bars. This person here, like they're thinking about a chicken and I don't really understand why they're thinking about a chicken. I really like this coat. That's a really nice design of a coat. Over here as well, sorry, I'm just excited, I can't. We get all these like modern new windows that they're showing off. I don't really like the arrangement there. I think it's more designed to kind of show you what's in the pack. This looks like a small window that's pieced with a 2-tile window. So yeah, they're just showing you the options really there. But I do like this big door. It has a kind of industrial look. Yeah, I think, is that window new as well there? Or is it like windows pieced? Oh, I love those chairs. Those chairs are really nice. And this little bike, I think, is new with the little basket. Somebody's knocked over the trash. Somebody doesn't like this place. So this is like a little, this is what I'm saying to you guys. It's not just those two skills. You can turn any hobby into a business. So this is like an art gallery. And it's not even like paintings that the person's done themselves. It's just like build by paintings and sculptures. But there's the ticket machine there. Because you see Sims using it, so it's like you can pay to kind of like for entry, and so basically you don't even have to do anything as part of that business. You can live upstairs, you can open up that space and just have people come and pay to use your gallery as like a side hustle. So that's really, really cool. And then look here as well, like this person here seems to be some kind of like unsavory charlatan type creature with the big hat, and like they're kind of giving Where is Carmen Sandiego vibes. And there's, I think this is like a little raccoon over this person's head. So it's like, this is probably some kind of like thief or dodgy business owner. New life in Nordhaven. Welcome to Nordhaven, a town steeped in history and full of possibilities for your Sims to pursue their creative hobbies. Hobbies, so there is a focus on creative hobbies specifically, but I don't think it has to just be creative. I think it's just a creative town. Hobbies are best when shared, and Nordhaven's picturesque and inspirational neighbourhoods of Gammelvik and Iverstad, yeah, that is definitely Nordic, offer countless opportunities to connect with like-minded Sims who share similar interests and enthusiasm for things that your Sim cares about most. Hobby meetups are the must-attend event to socialise, form new friendships, and even find a mentor to help your Sims master their craft. So what I like about this is it sounds very much like what I loved about The Sims 2 free time. So with the Sims 2 free time, you'd start doing a hobby and you'd catch the attention of like local kind of hobby groups who would then approach you and invite you to these kind of like special lots to do these like secret hobby meetups. When you got there, it wasn't super exciting, I have to say, but I loved that feeling of kind of meeting like-minded people and having groups that you know, have similar shared interests. So I thought that was a really cool feature. And we do have, I think that I could say that we do have a lot of these things that I can do myself, and I do myself in the game already, but I think this is going to kind of add more layers or more functions to like how I do that. So for example, I have a Sim who is a artist, and she makes art and she sells art. She's in the artist career, but she also has a get to work retail unit where she sells her art to my other Sims. So I can sell my art already with get to work, but there's no ticket machine. That's something to note. So if I did want to do like an art gallery business, I couldn't do that. So I've always wanted that for her as well. Like I've always wanted her to own the art gallery, and so maybe that's something that we can do now. Like maybe or at least I can make my own art gallery and charge for entry, and other Sims I guess can come and visit. Also, like she teaches other Sims. So upstairs above my art gallery, I have like some easels arranged, and I use the get together club system to invite people over. And then she goes around and she kind of teaches them. And if they leave the art, she kind of takes it herself and sells it in the shop. So I already have that vibe going in the game, but it is something I really enjoy doing. So, I'm interested in more of that and seeing what this pack has to offer, although I am kind of mildly skeptical because I'm like, oh, I can do that a lot more already. But if you're new to the game as well, if you're like a new simmer and all you have is like the base game and you're like, I want to run a business, I want to have more hobbies, like instead of having to buy 2 packs, like having to buy Get Together and like Get to Work, the 2 gets, like you can just like buy this pack and have like both of those features in this pack. So I don't know, I do understand some people are like, oh, more of the same, but I think it's more of the same in a different way that I'm hoping is going to be complementary, and kind of I'll be able to incorporate it into what I already do, but with like more depth. So I'm excited for this pack, and I do understand if other people have their criticisms. Yeah, and even find a mentor. So we can do mentorship already in the game to an extent. One thing I would say is while I like skills and I like skilling up, for me it's part of like a long-term journey of storytelling for my Sims. I'm never interested in features where it's kind of like you skill up really fast, unless there's a reason that I want to do that. But normally I don't have very many Sims who've like maxed out their skills. Even my Sims who are like teaching other people are generally around like level 8, because I don't actively kind of like try to max out all skills really fast. So like I say, it's more of a journey for me, and if it happens, it happens. So the idea of kind of like mentorship, I don't tend to use it in terms of, I'm not interested in kind of like skilling everybody up too fast. So that's a concern for me. But I don't know, I'm interested. As Sims advance in their skills, they too can become mentors and pass on their knowledge. Sims can also build their legacy. I think this is really great if you are playing with aging on, and Sims are getting older and they're kind of like, you know, like your experienced Sims are like passing on, because, you know, you want to train up the next generation and you want to train up like, you know, the people who are coming after you and pass on that knowledge in that way. So I think if you are a legacy player and you do play generations, traditionally, then this is a really great way of making sure your time's not wasted, you know, that you do pass that on. So it does, this is what I'm excited about as well, because it says you can build their legacy by teaching others in classes and lectures. So that's like two different things. Because this here, look, she's running a class. I guess she's kind of lecturing. I don't think I've seen like a lectern, you know, like how we got a lectern in like Discover University and City Living. I think it's more like run from this blackboard. But yeah, she's kind of running classes, and look here, so I guess you can charge for classes, or maybe it's just the ticket machine. But it says Sims can blah blah blah, listening to a lecture is one of the ways a sim can earn mastery perks. So this is like a new feature, it's capitalized, so that's a feature. So I guess this is kind of like when you've mastered a skill. Oh, do you know what it makes me think of? You know, in The Sims 3, when you kind of mastered a skill, you could like open it and there'd be skill challenges. So I remember like if you maxed out fishing, there was a skill challenge to be like catch every type of fish, or like the perfect garden challenge, which was my favorite, where it's kind of like you had to grow every type of plant in the game and get it to perfect quality. And so that's kind of what it reminds me of. I think there was like a cooking challenge where, you know, you had to cook for certain people, and then it gave you like the meat plant and the cheese plant and the omni plant. So perhaps it's something a little bit like that, where, you know, you get to level 10 and then it's not like, what do I do now? I'm bored of this feature, because there's like more layers, there's more to do. The experience rewards Sims who become highly talented in their selected skills. So I'm curious to know more details about like what those would be. I do like the idea of like skill mastery challenges. I'm sad that that's not mentioned, because like I said, I did like those in The Sims 3. Yeah, so here we've got like this little class. It's like a little pottery class, and you can see she's got like her little living space next door. There's like a little bedroom back there. So I do like that we can like designate zones now. So very similar to like For Rent, where we could like say this is a private space, this is an apartment, this is the landlord's space, and this is like a public area, like a shared space. So it's similar to that. We can now designate, this is my home, this is my private space, and this is my business space. So I am hoping for that to be able to all work together, where like maybe I can have like a series of apartments, because I've got this in my game already. I've got like a coffee shop and a music store with apartments next to it. So I'd like to be able to be like, to have it all be functional. That'd be really good as well if you don't, because I own all the packs, right? I've got a lot of lots in my game now, thank you to the EA Creator Network. But if you're just starting out on your Sims 4 journey and you're like, oh gosh, I really don't have enough space for all the things I want to do, you know, being able to use these like multi-purpose lots is going to be really, really beneficial for you. So yeah, you're going to be able to like make those spaces go further. One thing I'd say as well, obviously just kind of thinking, this is something that I really, really was pushing for really early on in the game. So like when the base game first came out and we got those initial packs, I remember being like, I don't have enough space. I don't have enough space for all my Sims. Could we please get like rentals? So it is sad that it's taken this long to get to this point, but I'm happy that it's here now. And like I say, there's new players starting every day. So if this is the pack they start with, then I'm really, really happy for them, because I would have loved features like this when The Sims 4 first came out. Yeah, I like all these displays as well. So I guess these are just kind of like auto retail, like you put the item on the display, it automatically like sets it for sale, rather than it being a full retail system similar like to like Get to Work. But yeah, there's the pottery kiln as well. I love the style of that. It looks a little tiny bit retro and like but modern at the same time. I think it's nicely styled. And I do like these as well, these kind of like round platforms, because we have like square ones with Get to Work, but they look really cool. This looks like a new tile to me. I love getting tiles in the game. I can't get enough of them, so excited for that. Your small business your way. So again, this is like a small business. Follow your dreams wherever they take you and create a small business that will leave your Sims feeling fulfilled. Is that a promise, Sims team? Whether it's creating pottery or other handmade items, or providing a service like tattoos or classes. And again, there's more things you can do. That's not all you can do. That's just pushing the new features of the pack specifically. Turn your Sim skills into a profitable business. For Sims who are just starting up their business or feel most inspired at home, you can build a small business on a wait, hang on, this is important information. This is brand new information. If they're just starting up their business or feel more inspired at home, you can build a small business on a rental on a residential lot and designate a dedicated space in the home to set up shop. So I guess that's like any residential lot then. That's the way it sounds, right? You just kind of go, oh, I want a business on this lot, which is how it worked in The Sims 2. Looking to set your dream business outside of the home, you can also build on the new small business venue lot, and you can also run their business on the small business venue lot. What? You can also build on the new small business venue lot. That's a bit repetitive. Is that just me, or does that sound repetitive? So anyway, like I love this. I love that it's giving me the option to have a home business. So this is perfect for me. And you know, if you watch someone like James Turner and that kind of rags to riches gameplay, I love that. I do that all the time. Yeah, so if you kind of like, and that's what I love to do with hobbies as well. So currently all my actual Sims, like my main Sims that I've always played with since The Sims 1, currently they're all working their way through university. Again, I'm a really slow player, but that's how I like to play. And so because they're going to university, they want those kind of like side hustles and like the ways to kind of make money and just kind of sustain themselves like while they're studying. And so something like this would be perfect. I've actually specifically got a guy who is a business Sim. He's going to go into the business career, and it always kind of bothered me because it's kind of like a rabbit hole career. And I'm like, but I want to actually do businesses. Like his dad runs restaurants. Excuse me a second. Okay, just continuing then. The new ticket kiosk offers the Sims the freedom to run their business on their terms, with options to charge customers either one time or hourly. You get to make the challenging but exciting choice of either running a family business, imagine the drama, and hiring your entire Sims household, or meeting the perfect candidates and offering them a job. The options are endless with the new small business system. So when we got Get to Work and we got the retail system, I absolutely loved it and I use it all the time. I don't have complaints really about the retail system. I think it could do with a bit of an upgrade. There's certain things that came with later business packs where I think it'd be nice to have had that retroactively applied to the retail system. Sort of things like saying no more customers so that you can close the business and things like that. Like I think that came with Dine Out. But yeah, there were certain things that I was like, oh, I really love it, but there's things that I miss from, you know, The Sims 2. So for example, being able to live above your shop and kind of like run your business from home. And so I feel like this really is bridging that gap for me. So yeah, I do like the ticket kiosk. And again, you can charge for so many things. You can, you know, use a ticket machine and run a home gym, or, you know, even like an Airbnb. I'm wondering if you'd be able to do something like that with that as well, because it's basically you're charging for the time spent on that lot. So maybe you want to run like, oh, like an allotment. You could like rent out your garden and people could come and do gardening and just like pay to use the ticket machine, or even just like a chat group, you know, like a book club or something like that. You could have like some seats and some bookcases, and like people can come and like spend time there and read and chat. So you could even maybe, I'm wondering if you could like exploit the club system and have like a club meet at your business. So you're kind of like forcing customers in. I don't know. The possibilities really are endless. And so yeah, this idea as well of like you can actually employ your household, because that's something that I really felt like I wanted to do. Specifically with Dine Out, because I wanted to run like a family restaurant, but it forces you to hire like non-household Sims to fill those roles, and you don't really get a lot of selection over which Sims you're hiring. So this seems like it's kind of addressed that problem, because it says not only can you use your Sims household, but it says you can meet the perfect candidate and offer them a job. So that's kind of like if a customer walks into your business and you think, oh, I really like this person, I would love this person to work for me. Or say for example you're doing like an art group, right, and you have like your star student and you're like, you have so much potential, I've kind of taught you everything I know, do you want to work for me as a mentor? So it sounds like you can do it through conversation and through gameplay, which is really exciting to me. Yeah, and choose like specific Sims, which again, I'm a super controlling player and I play with like an entire system of Sims. Like I play multiple households, so being able to like really specify which Sim is doing which role is very helpful to me. As you grow your Sims business, you'll earn the ability to choose business perks. So again, we do have those kind of like business perks that come with other business packs. So I'm wondering what's new there, or whether it's like more of the same thing. We'll include new interactions, effects and more. Your Sims can run their business by the books or cut a few corners. I like that they've added kind of like a legit route and a dodgy route, like, you know, a legitimate businessman route, because it says that they have this this alignment. So you can be a dreamer, a schemer, or just neutral. So you can just run your business like how you want to run it and not really worry about that. Or you can be like the perfect business owner. Maybe you get like accolades or something like that. I don't know. Like a good reputation. Or you can be a schemer. And maybe that's like tax evasion or something like that. I don't know. So very on trend this week. It's very much in the popular discourse. So yeah, I'm interested to see how that actually works and kind of like what the gameplay is like around that. But it is fun to kind of I'm a very good person in real life, but it is fun to kind of like do naughty things in The Sims just because it's funny, right? It's funny to do naughty things in a game. And so yeah, I think that's really interesting that they've thought about different ways of playing. So yeah, and so you have like an alignment. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the reputation system that came with Get Famous, where you can have a good reputation or a bad reputation. I wonder if that also affects your business. You know, if you've got a terrible reputation, maybe people won't be as positive towards your business, or like also, and that's fun as well, because having a bad reputation in Get Famous doesn't necessarily give you any consequences. In fact, it actually comes with a few perks depending on how you look at it. So I like that it's kind of like supporting and not punishing different types of paths of gameplay. There was something else I was thinking of as well. It kind of, what makes me a bit nervous is I remember the thing about alignment, because in The Sims 2, when we got magic, like I remember the witches had a good or a bad alignment, and it felt so like a pendulum swing between them. Like every time you did an interaction, it'd be like, oh, you're good now. And then you kind of like, I don't know, they change clothes, the appearance would change, the magic would change, and it felt really reactive in a bad way, where it just felt too responsive in a way where it felt like it was inconsistent. So I'm mildly worried that it might turn out to be something like that, but I doubt it, because I think The Sims have kind of learned from what works and what doesn't work from past packs. Just here to live life and make those simoleons, no problem, your business can remain neutral. Excuse me. Yeah. These choices don't only impact your Sims business, they can impact your Sims life outside of the workplace. So choose wisely when you chase those dreams. And then this was what I was really interested in. This is what really caught my attention. So many businesses, so many new opportunities. A plethora of previous expansion game and stuff packs have small business opportunities available for every type of crafty simmer. See below for a few you can try. So again, it's giving you examples of like, if you own other packs and you like other features and your Sims are interested in other pastimes, you can turn that into a business. So it says cats and dogs, Sims who love and adore their four-legged friends can open pet cafes. So that's a really cute idea. And then it says Sims who are down to dance until the sun rises can create dance clubs, and Sims who game until the wee hours in the morning can open arcades for like-minded gamers. That rankled me a little bit, because arcades tend to have a lot of arcade machines in, and we only really have that one that came with Get Together, and it's like massive and it's like for 4 people. I don't really like that arcade machine, so it'd be nice to get more arcade machines to have like a true arcade. And like it mentions like the dance club, like to have one of those like arcade dance machines would be good as well. City living, sing your heart out in your favorite city with your own karaoke bar. So this is what I mean. So it doesn't have to be like a skill or a craft. Like you can also run a bar. So that's kind of like with the ticket machine, right? And maybe as well, I wonder if it kind of, if you serve people drinks, if you get money for that, if you run it off a small business. I hope so, because that's something I've always kind of felt was difficult, especially with like the coffee bar, the barista bar. I always wanted to open like a cafe, and it does say cat cafe. So I wonder if I can like actually run that as a business, because I think right now if you tend like the bars and like the cafe and the cafeteria and things like that, I don't think you actually earn money from doing it. You just kind of do the job. So yeah, that would be cool. Did someone say paparazzi open an acting school? I actually have an acting school already. I've got kind of like a drama school, so that's fun to know that I can kind of do that as a business now, rather than it just being a way for my actors to kind of get together. Spa day, fancy a massage, facial or meditative yoga retreat, say namaste to the Sims who choose to relax with you at the spa. So again, that is something I wanted to do. I was like, I can open up a yoga business. Laundry day, scrub-a-dub, you can do a laundromat. How cool is that? And bowling night as well. You can do a bowl, like bowling alleys and bowling lanes. So they're just some of the things that you can do. And I can think of so many more things as well. Like, you know, maybe if you have things like cottage living, maybe you can charge for people to come in and pet your animals. You could do like a petting zoo. What else as well? There's so many different packs now. Um, like a cooking class, like a kind of Mary Berry cooking school situation. That could be really fun as well. Yeah, like a photography studio. There's just so many options because there's so many different skills and activities in the game now. Like a boating club. Do you think you could do a boating club? Because you'd have to run it from the lot, right? So technically you'd need the I don't know if that would work, but a pool though, you could do like a pool where you charge people to come and use your pool. Like, it's just so many options, and I think that's really, really cool. I'm really excited to actually start playing around with this pack. I think it's going to be a very interesting cross expansion pack video when I get my hands on it. So let's go over here as well and look at like the trailer again. Okay, so let's go over here and look at the trailer again and like look at a few things that I want to kind of pick out. So this is the town, right? This is like the new world. So again, it doesn't look huge, but that might just be one neighborhood of it. I do hope that it's more than one neighborhood. They've got like an art installation going on over here. It does look like probably like the Netherlands or somewhere like that to me. It does look Nordic, especially like these little red houses. There's like a big like mill looking thing over there. Yeah, I like the style of the world. And then this looks like a little, so this must be one of the events that pop up in the world. Like, this is kind of like a bit like in City Living when you have like the flea market and things like that. This is one of those like world events. And this looks like a little kind of like hobby club, like, you know, maybe she looks like she's selling some of her items. So I guess, again, this is a way of kind of like getting started on your like little journey. There's like a kid doing art, so there's like different types of art and sculpture going on here. You also have this what looks like a little food court or something. It kind of reminds me of like the Christmas markets. So all these little stalls, but I don't know really what they sell at the moment. And again, they have these little tables out in the open world, so if you want to come and kind of like start selling your pottery, you can probably just man one of those tables and start doing that. I love all these like lights as well coming off the tree. These are really nice. Let's keep going a little bit. So yeah, they're talking about pottery. Again, straightforward. We've seen this already. Nothing too new here. What I do like and what I have noticed are all the really fun kind of mid-century, would you say like 60s, 70s style prints and fashions in this pack. I think it's really cool. They've got kind of like a bit of a circa 2000 vibe, and they've also got this kind of like retro throwback vibe, and I love that because I love the idea of like if you do play generationally. I know like Dr. Gluon did this for a while, where he was kind of like he had a family set in the 60s and then the 70s and then the 80s, and I love that kind of actual feeling of like the progression of time through the fashion and the build buy. So all these kind of vintage and retro things that we've been getting are really cool. I'd love more historical content, please, Sims 4, even if it's just in a way where it's kind of like, here's a museum of like history stuff, but I can use that in my own kind of gameplay. That would be so cool too. Look at this funny little picture that this person's doing. So here you get to see like the tea set. That looks like the tea set there. And again, I really like the color options that it gives you when you glaze your pottery. That looked like a new hairstyle as well that the girl with the pants was wearing. Look, is that skirt? I could never. I could never. She is very rock and roll. He looks crunchy. He looks like hipster kind of vibes. I like this open and closed sign. It looks like, I guess that's what it is, because like it looks like an eye that's closed, which I think is a cool idea. And I like these kind of like, I really love these kind of bistro style chairs. Oh, look, I really like this outfit, this kind of like business suit. And then this is really fun as well. I don't know who I'm going to put it on, but it's a fun design. And then again, look, oh, look at those pants. I really like the texture of those pants. They look kind of like woolen. And then this like cute little like jumper vest combo here. So this is the ticket machine, and you can kind of see it in action. The Sim's going over there and she's kind of paying. It looks like it has kind of like a beep system to it. You know, like that looks like one of those little codes. Let's keep going. Art is art. Oh, so these are the businesses. So maybe these are the businesses that actually ship with the game. So like when we get the world, it might already have art's art. And then this is like, what is it? Kids candy kids. So look at this. Like, this is why it's bothering me, because I'm looking on Twitter, everybody's like, oh, a new pack and it only comes with 2 hobbies. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw like candy making. That's like a 3rd hobby. So yeah, so tattooing, sculpting, or pottery at least. I would love to get like actual sculpting back. I miss being able to make full-on sculptures in my Sims, like in The Sims 3. But then there's also candy making. So yeah, and you get all these like fun lollipops and like candy floss. And this looks like a bowl of like maybe like jelly beans or something like that. Yeah, and look, she's kind of using this new appliance. Why is it see-through? Why can I see that guy's legs between it? That's a bit weird. There's like nothing inside that machine. So yeah, I'm so excited for that. Like that's really fun. And I guess these all have like, you know, like different buffs and things like that, I would assume. And then look here, so I told you can like run a gym. Like, so you're just using the ticket machine. So again, it could be like a really passive side income. You know, say your sim is working or they're raising a family and they've got like an extra room or an extra space that they can rent out. Like, just set up the ticket machine and let the sims come and use it. Like, passive income. Very, very cool. My business sims are going to be so rich, guys. Like, look at this big like weightlifter's belt as well. So funny. Bjorn's Bulken squat. So Bjorn is actually one of the sims when you kind of like I'm pretty sure, do correct me if I'm wrong, isn't he one of the sims when they updated the randomized sims that we got? Isn't he one of those randomized sims that we got like in one of the updates, or am I crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. He looks familiar. Branch tattoo. So there's like the new little bike. I like the style of this area. It feels a little bit industrial. It feels a little bit hipster. Like, it feels like a gentrified area. You know, kind of like when areas kind of fall into disrepair and like you get all the warehouses and the factories and things like that. And then the artists move in and they kind of like turn it into a really cool place. And then it kind of like draws in like more investment and it kind of gets re-gentrified, I think, in a good way. That's kind of really cool there. This is a cool little neon sign. I say neon, but you know, at the moment I've got a problem with what is and isn't neon in the game. If it's flat, it's not a neon sign. It's just neon coloured. Whoa, what was that? What just happened? Gilly, what was this? So like she's drinking like a juice? Like, is that like an energy drink? And then she's like working really hard. I do like this vest. It's got like it's like a double layered vest. Like, there's a see-through bit and then like a thicker bit, and like look at all these nice designs that she does. Again, I love anything where it's kind of like I can decorate my home with that and kind of like, you know, have it as an extension of my sims' personality and their interests. Those earrings are really cool. I like these like arm bangles as well, and then these tattoos are crazy. I really like this kind of like skeleton tattoo that she has on her hand. My eldest would definitely love to have something like that. They're 16 now. Can they get tattoos without my permission? Oh. So what else is going on here? So this is a really cool looking tattoo place. I like this kind of like bag on the front of this top. Yeah, this looks like maybe a new hairstyle to me. I really like that little neck scarf, that little neckerchief. I definitely remember going through a phase of wearing those myself. Again, like maybe circa 2000. This necklace is nice as well. I like that this shirt tucks in. That's a very cool little feature. Look at the little crow, like a nice little nod to life and death there, I guess. So he's like, hey, I want a tattoo. Is this gonna go well or is this gonna go badly? Oh, it hurt him. He's not happy about that. So this is what I'm really excited about as well. So like, I don't know, I just feel like there's so much possibility with it, because like a tattooing on his head. That's so funny. That's really cool. Look at that design where it's kind of like where the hair would be and it's a tattoo. That is so cool. This looks like spots. I don't know. I don't understand some of them. Some of them are weird. That's really cool with like the flowers at the side. That would be awesome with like, you know, like a fade, like with that design. Really, really cool. Or like, you know, if you got like the long hair but the shaved sides on a girl, like that could be awesome. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. And then like you've got all the different body parts, and like it said, you can layer it. So here it says layer A, so you can have like multiple tattoos on. Like if you want like a full sleeve, like you can do that. And then again, like look here as well, you've got this like artist like paint tool, so I guess that's where you go in and kind of like you can draw kind of freestyle on them. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some funny tattoos on this, and they're going to have to really keep an eye on the gallery, because there's going to be like pee drawn on people's heads and things like that. Yeah, and like, oh god, this moving so fast. Like, I want to go back. I want to go back. Show me them again. So like, those birds, I really like those. And again, I kind of like the idea of just having one on one side, not necessarily both. So I wonder if you can like take a tattoo and like apply it to a different body part. I don't think so, because it looks like it still applies to these body parts. There's like a little panda ghost or something there. I always love like these classic tattoos, like the mum tattoos. I guess that's like a dedicated tattoo. Yeah, so some cool new designs there. Their base game. Like this one, that's a really nice one. I think that would look really nice with like the full chest. A little bit like, you know, Måneskin, Damiano, Damiano David, is that his name? He has like the full body tattoos and he looks so cool. Like that's kind of what that makes me think of. I'm not a big tattoo person. I don't have any tattoos personally, but for my Sims, like definitely. This is really fun. Like if I was a tattoo artist, that would be the kind of tattoo I was doing. It was cute though. I kind of like it. I like kind of cartoonish tattoos on purpose. A little void critter tattoo. And then like all these tattoos on his arm, that's a really cool one. Again, I kind of like the traditional style tattoos. A little bunny there. God, there's so many. I really like these. These are really pretty. They kind of make me think, oh, I accidentally went off it, but they kind of make me think of like, you know, like the nature tattoos. They kind of make me think of like druids in D&D and Baldur's Gate. So I love those. That rose is nice. Like, yeah, some really cool designs. Is that like a little snake? There's a lot of snake tattoos, a cow plant, classic. Oh, look at look at that stupid horse tattoo. I guess these are like when you're first starting out and you're not very good at it and they look kind of cartoonish. I wonder if it's like, it does say it's a new skill, right? The tattoo skill, and like your success or failure depends on like how high the skill is. Kind of, it mentioned that in the blog, but I'm wondering as well, like if it's linked to the art skill or like the painting skill, because I assume you'd have like similar techniques to a certain extent. Like if you're good at painting, you've probably got an eye for design. So or if it's like a completely separate skill, like you could be a brilliant artist but a terrible tattooist. I do like that it is its own skill and they didn't just repurpose the painting skill. This one with the birds is really nice. Can you like change the size of it? I'm wondering, because I kind of like, I would love that, but like smaller as well. Not that that's bad, I just like the idea of kind of like differences. Oh, is that like a big tattoo? Is that like a, sorry, not a tattoo, is that a tarot card, like life and death? It didn't show it. Like here, this is what I was talking about. So the paint mode. So this is similar to what we've got for like cats and dogs and horses and werewolves. And we've seen this already in the game. But to actually be able to do it on Sims, I think it's a bit of a game changer, to use that term again. Like it got really old, the term game changer, didn't it? But yeah, so like, to actually be able to paint on Sims. So for example, we've got things like birthmarks or moles, right? And so, you know, you could go in and make yourself exactly, like I've got kind of like a mole here, like I've got a few moles here. I could go in and like paint my exact moles on if I wanted to. Like I could go in and do like facial details as well. Like I bet I could go and do like some light dimples. I bet I could go and do some like, you know, like creases and frown lines, and you know, we'd be able to like a bit of blush, like because sometimes the makeup in the game is like so like naff. And sometimes I think like, oh, I really wish I could do this with the makeup, and so we might be able to do that. Like I don't know, like hang on, let me just go back again. So yeah, we can paint on people's faces, right? Yeah, because it showed you there. So I wonder if we can actually go in and kind of like paint eyeliner on, or like really cool like eyeshadow. You know, it doesn't have to just be tattoos. You know, if you want to put a birthmark in a specific place or a scar in a specific place, because I think sometimes that's so funny. I sometimes think like some of the scars are a little bit like too dramatic, you know, like the scars that came with like werewolves and things like that, where it's like a massive scar or like a big scar across the face, and I've got like a little scar on my cheek. So I don't know, you could tell your own stories physically in that way by kind of like body markings. Yeah, really cool. So that's what he's got. He looks quite happy with it. This person's on the, like, I like this chair design. I like the print on this chair. I like this big wheel on the wall as well. That's kind of hipster and cool. You've got some like inks here. Yeah, nice. I'm just kind of like looking at the details. I don't know what this is. It looks like maybe you like put stuff inside it, you know, like it's like a display case. I'm not sure. Yeah, this hairstyle is pretty cool as well. I like the plant too. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time looking at it. Like that is an outfit. That is That is a choice, madam. I love this. I've got this on the sim that I've been using recently. Mary Lindenhop that I did for the Secret Sanctuary kit. She's got that tattoo on that's already in the game. Look at this bust with the sunglasses on. So funny. Nice. And so you can see she's like racking up the money and she's getting more and more people as her business grows. This is a really cute little design. Again, look, it looks kind of a little bit vintage. They look like new shoes to me as well. These look like new pants. They're kind of like sporty pants. I don't know what he's got on his head. It kind of looks a bit like a colander to me. No, it's just like a little hat. Okay, what else as well? This person looks a bit more mischievous. What is he up to? I love the little tattoos that keep popping up everywhere. This is already in the game, this necklace. Okay, she looks happy with hers. I don't know what was going on with that shifty looking guy. I like these planters. These are really nice. I wonder if they're fences or if they're planters. That looks like a little electrical box there. And again, she's living above the shop, which again, I know a lot of people have wanted, including myself, for a very, very long time. Look at this person here, like rooting through the trash can. He looks like that shifty person. I say he, I don't know if it's he or she. Yeah, look. She's got like little like closed eye design there, like to say the shop's shut. Okay, look at that chair with the freezer bunny print on it. That stool is adorable. And so that's her job. And then we go to his job and he's kind of like the pottery guy. I like these. I like this kind of mid-century look. So cute. So, I guess like they're splitting their time because they're like new parents. They've got a young child. So I guess it's like she goes down and runs her business and then she comes and looks after the child and he goes and does his business. I like that idea as well. Like kind of like working from home, like shared parental responsibility. Right, okay, so ceramics. So we get all these different things like the round vase, a planter pot, candle lantern, cake stand. I love that. That's so good for because again, I've got bakeries already in the game. Candle holder, oil burner, and then there's like more stuff and it depends. So it is a skill as well. It says level 5. I hope I can scroll down. I hope it's a level 10 skill. The pottery wheel looks great. Here's the kiln. Yeah, looking really, really good there. So I love the animation for this as well. It's really fun. This, I think, is the base game thing. I don't think this is new at all. I think this is what we already had with like the lump of clay. So I don't know if children can actually do pottery or not, but maybe, oh, do you know what I think they might be showing that for? I'm wondering if maybe playing with the lump of clay gives you the pottery skill if you're a child, you know, because children can learn adult skills kind of in the background now. I think that came with like growing together, so that when they level up they already have a little bit of that skill. That's really cool as well. So again, this is like that round pot. I really like the style of it. I like that you spray it. I like that you glaze it. All these designs look great as well. They look really modern and usable. Like, let's just kind of like look through again at a couple of those. Maybe if I go a little bit slower. Playback speed. Let's go to 0.25 for a second and just look at all these designs. So that one I really like. Yeah, they're really, really pretty. They still went by really, really fast, but hopefully you got a bit of a look at them. That style's really nice as well. Again, it kind of looks a bit IKEA-y to me, which makes sense as well if we've got like a Nordic world, because IKEA is a Nordic company. Again, I think that's something that we already have in the game if you play with the lump of clay. They're looking very pleased with themselves. So they're taking after their dad, I guess. Yeah, so they've grown up. I really like the style of this top here. It looks like it's got like a bit of a woolen texture to it maybe. I really love the design of that chair as well. Those glasses are really lovely. I think that might be a new hairstyle. I kind of wish it wasn't quite so much of a bowl cut, but it's okay. His hair's really nice. I think that's a new hair. This wallpaper, again, this print in general that they've used on the furniture and the walls, I really, really like that style. This divider is really lovely. We don't have anything like that yet. Excuse me, I'll sniffle in a second. Oh, so sorry. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I'm really confused about what this object is here, because I thought maybe it was like a display case, but I'm honestly not sure. So he's doing like a little workshop and she's kind of continuing to run a business up here. So yeah, he's kind of like mentoring, passing on his skills to others. What do they call it? A lecture or classes? Look at that top as well. That's so pretty. I love the style of that. And these pants look really nice as well. Like some nice looking clothes in this pack. What is that thing in the background? Maybe it's just like a cabinet. Is that a new ring? I'm not sure if that's new or not. I don't normally look at the rings that closely. He's got a few freckles. He's so cute. Oh, so he doesn't like the sound of it? Oh, because they're in pain. So he's like, listen, you're putting me off. I'm trying to run my classes. You're making a load of... Look at the dungarees. They're so cute. I like this as well. I like that it's kind of dirty. Like it looks like it's got fingerprints on it and stuff, like because he's been doing pottery. I really like things like that. I like that with Horse Ranch where you had like the jeans and he had like the clean version and the dirty version. So I think that's a really cool thing to have. I hope we get like the same here where it's a clean version of the top and a dirty version of the top. Yeah, so he's kind of complaining. And she's like, I've got an idea. And so because they're doing quite well, they've like bought a property and they've overhauled it. So again, like we're seeing kind of like what it did look like. I guess this is kind of base game. It kind of looks like, you know, with these fences and things, it kind of looks like it was like a condemned site. So they've demolished it and rebuilt, which again, weird hot topic. We'll move swiftly on. But yeah, we've got this like new version. So new signs. These look like they might be customizable, you know, with like stickers. I think Dine Out had something like that. Yeah, I'm not seeing... I think the windows are new, but it's kind of subtle. I'm not 100% sure. This looks like it might be a new fence. I'm never as good at build buy as I am kind of with other things. So here you go. So this is showing you how like you can now make areas public or private, residential, employees only. Should we have a quick look as well at like some of the new items? So it doesn't look like a new kitchen, but these stools look new to me. That looks like a new rug. I like this rug as well, actually. It looks really vintage looking. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. This looks like a new bookcase. Okay. So yeah, she set that to residential and this is public. So they've just built a bigger place. I think this is like, I'm not sure if like they live here or not. Employees only. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, I like the style. I really like the colours of this set. It kind of does look a bit vintage. Got like a little bar or a coffee shop or something going on there. That looks new. Okay, so you get to pick. Similar to, what's that? What was the stuff pack called? Not Home, was it Home Chef Hustle? The stuff pack, I've been playing with Bob with it, where you get to like do a little kind of like stall cooking business. Like this is something like that we saw with that, where you get to kind of like pick the design and like name your small business. And then this is what I was really excited about when I saw it in the trailer last night. I was so poorly as well. I genuinely thought I was going to throw up, and I've got a phobia of throwing up. So I was there with like, where's my little bucket? I had like a little bucket next to me. And I was watching the trailer and I was like excited but sick. Yeah, so this is what I was really excited about anyway. So you do these business activities, so get a tattoo, pottery, attend classes and lectures. So I'm hoping that this gives us a ton of options. I think it will, based on kind of what the blog was talking about with like the compatibility with different packs. But I'm hoping I can like click on that and be like, do yoga, or I can click on that and be like, ride horses or whatever, you know? So the more that's there, the better. And I really love that as well. So again, it's kind of, I don't know what there's going to be, but you know, if they've got things like clean, you could actually have you could make people pay to clean your house. So I am looking for exploits with this. I'm really excited to see what you can do with it. And then the entrance fee, you can kind of like do the markup, and it says as well, like, is it on entry or is it like a reoccurring fee? And you can do the price modifier. So you can't set a specific price. So it doesn't look like you can go in and go like, I want to charge £50 or I want to charge 100 simoleons. It looks like it's like a set fee, but you have the price modifier. So I don't know how that's calculated. I don't know if the game will kind of like just have set prices like £7, £20, £30, or if it'll be kind of like depending on how big your business is, how much the square foot is, or like what items you've got in there. I don't know how that's going to be calculated. I kind of wish we could set our own price, a bit like setting our own rent with For Rent. And then the target customers. So this looks like a birthday cake, so I think that's age. I don't know what that is. Is that like traits or something? So I'm guessing that's going to be similar to the club system, you know, where you can be like, I only want rich people to come to my business, or I only want like Sims with the cooking skill to come to my business. I think it's going to be a similar thing to that. So I really like this UI. Yeah, I'm excited to see what I can do with that. And then let's keep going. So you name it, Tats and Pots. so funny. It sounds like potatoes, because in the UK, taters, tats, is a word for potatoes and boobs. And pots is also like short for potatoes, tats and pots. It's like potatoes and potatoes. Maybe I'm just craving potatoes, I don't know. So yeah, they're really happy with this space now. She's all grown up, it's so cute. And then here we go. So running classes, like, and different classes as well from the same whiteboard, which is pretty fun. So I love that as well. And again, I like that branch from, because in the UK we have school, right? And we've got high school years for the high school experience. But then, oh God, I've just had a thought. So we've got high school, and then we have university, but in the UK we have college, so like in between. So this would be like, okay, I can do my high school and have active high school, and then I can run like art colleges and stuff, and then they can go to university. So again, it's kind of like this pack that kind of bridges the gap between all these different experiences. I am just wondering here as well, now I wonder what ages we can set there, because can I run like a preschool now? Guys, can I run classes for children? Can I set up a preschool with this pack? If I say my customers are children, and I charge by the hour as though kind of like, I don't know, like the government's paying me, I don't know how that would work. And then like I can run like art classes for kids. Like, what can kids do? What skills can they do? They can do like music, right? They can like play piano. So I could run like piano, like maybe just a tutor. I could be like a piano tutor for children. I really feel like for the people who aren't excited, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Do you not see the potential of what this pack is? I mean, that's not fair, because not everybody likes the same things. I love hobbies. I love businesses. I am like, yes, this pack is making me really excited to play The Sims. Like, just thinking of all the different things I can do. Oh, look here. So this is a tea set. This, I don't know what this is. I think it's just like a little sculpture. There's like this little raccoon sculpture as well. Oh, this is so cute. The little beret with the little, I think that's an accessory. I don't think that's attached to the outfit. I love this shirt as well. Like, that looks like a really nice fitting shirt. You know I like my basics. And something I've wanted for ages was like a women's fitted shirt that tucks in. Just for plain. If that comes in plain white, I'm going to be so happy. But that's a really nice shirt. I like this like little hoodie as well with the check design. I want more check designs in the game. So that looks like the little incense holder, or maybe that, no, that's a candle. That's an incense holder. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I love it. Look at this hoodie. Oh, that looks like maybe a full body outfit with like the dungarees and the hoodie. I like getting hoodies in the game. Like, I'd like more of those. As long as they don't stretch out the face like it did with, like, you know, the hoodie that I put on the Grim Reaper. That's a really cool hairstyle as well. Look at that with the braids and the top knot. These flares are really nice. I like the high-waisted flares. Yeah, I just want the pack right. Can I have it right now, please, Sims team? So this person accidentally broke. Again, I don't quite know the gameplay around how they break. I assume you don't break pottery when you view it unless you touch it. I don't know. This person's shocked though that it's been broken. And then he kind of does the whole like gluing it back together with the gold, which again makes it a whole new art piece. So I love that they've added that. I think it's a really, really special thing for them to have added. Oh, so she's tattooing now. Oh, like, look how cool she looks. She looks awesome. So she's now taken over teaching the classes. And now her parents are old. Oh my God, I didn't realise that until now. I never noticed that they kind of like grew up. So they've like retired. Look at his little cardigan. That's so cute. This little like 60s style dress. It looks a bit thick, but yeah, I like the style of it. Like, I like this as well, look, with like that's what I was saying, where you get this shaved at the side and then she's got like the little plait in it. Is that a new goatee? I don't think it is it? Like, oh, the business is yours now. Oh wait, is that a feature? Can you hand over the business to somebody else? Like, you know, you don't just sell it, you actually like inherit the business or sell the business to an actual sim. Like, transfer ownership. That's really cool. Is that a trailer magic? Is that actually a thing that happens? I like that cuff that she had on. This is a really cool design. I like this. So I wonder if I could do like graffiti workshops, you know, because graffiti from City Living, I wonder if I could like do that as a business, like if I got like an industrial yard space or like an old factory building, if I could kind of like get people coming in and kind of like doing street art. That'd be such a fun business idea. Like, look at how cute she is. That hair with the baby hairs is so cute. Look at the little, oh, she's so cute. I'm not sure what's new or not there, but it's cute. So this is her partner, and she's had her own children. That's adorable. I like this boat. Just random thing. There's like a train there as well. This looks like a train station, right? The train's coming in. I wonder if that's like a rabbit hole. I wonder if you can click on it. Watch the gameplay trailer. February 18th, gameplay trailer. And then look here, you get like Sims 25th anniversary. Hey Bella. So you get the practice makes perfect Priscilla statue, the beautiful floors lamp, and the sweetest treat display case. I really like that display case. I know it's very similar to the one that we got with Get to Work, but I really like the style of it. I don't know, something vintage looking about it. So I want that. I want that, but I really hate the idea of people missing out on like cool items because it's like limited time. So I don't really like when they do this, but I don't want to kind of whinge about it too much right now. So yeah, I am so excited for this pack. It's very, very much my cup of tea. And again, I'm not here to tell you guys what to do, but if you're buying the pack as well, you can use my creator code. So if you want to support the channel and you know, I don't know if there's like a discount or not. Watch out for my Twitter, because if I find out more information I can tweet about it. But if you're buying Sims packs on the EA app and you use my creator code Cinderellimouse, some of the money that you spend comes my. So thank you very much to those of you who do that, because it helps out my channel and it just kind of keeps me afloat a little bit, you know. It'll buy me a coffee. Yeah, so I really like this pack. If I wasn't, I presume I'm getting the code through EA because I normally do, but if I wasn't, I would 100% buy this. Like, it's very much my cup of tea. I hope like it lives up to my expectations in terms of like all the different things I'd be able to do with it, because I think it has a huge amount of potential that goes beyond what we're seeing right now on the screen. Yeah, I love that as well. And I love flexible systems. And I think this is something the Sims 4 does really well. Like the club system I use all the time. Ever since I've got it, I use it kind of almost every time I play, and it has so much functionality for me. Like I've got like a repair club, so if a lot of things break in any of my Sims homes, I can add them to the repair club, call the club over, and everybody comes and repairs my lot for me. So there's all these different ways that you can get really creative with these kind of very open, flexible systems. And so like anything like that I kind of love, and this feels like that, where it's kind of like it's up to my imagination to think of all the different things I could do. So I hope it doesn't disappoint. I hope it lives up to my expectations. I hope it's super flexible, because I have so many ideas already, and like I just feel like it's really going to complement the way that I play, especially in terms of that feeling of progression from kind of like getting started to kind of like doing great. You've got that kind of middle ground now. Like I say, it's like I wonder if I can do like a preschool and a college with this. I wonder if I can do like, you know, like my university students can kind of like rent out a little space somewhere and kind of like pay their way through college with this, you know. And like I don't know, I just really like it. I just really like it. I just think it's cool, guys. Okay, so you know, whatever you think about it, it's totally fine. We're allowed to have different opinions, and I understand some people are like, oh, she's only excited about it because she's an EA game changer. No, I'm an EA game changer because I get stupidly excited about packs because I really love the game. So yeah, I think there's probably going to be like a lot of like valid criticisms as well, and there's probably people thinking of things that I've not thought of. But yeah, we're all allowed to like have different reactions, and I personally I can't wait to get this in my main save with like all my own Sims and just really utilize it, especially like I say my business Sim who's at uni right now, because he's not currently got enough money to kind of like start up a big business. He tried opening a restaurant, but he kind of like was a bit naff because he didn't have enough money to kind of make it cool. So this would be like, you know, he could rent out a space and have some gym equipment in it and kind of have that side hustle going on. So yeah, I just want to, I just want to play with it right now. Yeah, join me again. I may or may not react to the gameplay trailer, and we'll kind of have more discussions then when we get more information. But take care of your faces. I hope you all have an amazing week. I've got more videos to make, so I'll see you again soon. Bye.